Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Is Moolah TV here on Twitch. And this video will be posted to YouTube, so don't worry. Excuse me, clear my throat real quick. All right, let's get into the action. I'm a little upset right now because I made a rookie mistake. So we'll get into what that rookie mistake was. And make sure you don't make that same mistake as me. I will talk about it here in a second. But as you know, 24 fantasy football leagues in the building, ready to break it down. What happened, what transpired, who played well, what to look for in round two of the playoffs if you qualified, round two of the consolation ladder if you're fighting for third place, and week 15, according to ESPN's fantasy football app. And tomorrow we'll be dropping a video as well as we prep for week 16 to come. So starting it off, looks like our top performer or whoever is in that first slot. You sure about this? Let's see how my team did. I'm going to assume last matchup here was this one. All right, so boom. All right, so I'll go right into my rookie mistake first. Let's see if I can even find it. Yeah, it's probably going to be in league, home, and then let me see if I can find it for you guys. I'm still trying to get used to the app. Yeah, see right here, I did not check and click on the playoff bracket to see exactly who was in, who was out, what seed I was playing, just to make sure it counts. Good thing we won, and but I just want to put a little bit more pressure on myself. Going into this final round, as I will be taking on the one seed, I need to know who my competition is, so I'm not making any mistakes, and then I probably will increase the level of check. You'll see in some of the other leagues, I think there was even a handful of my one seeds that I had players like Tyreek Hill that was questionable all week, but then on game day Sunday, they ruled him out, and I left him in. Same thing with Chris Olave. So just little things like that. I just want you guys to make sure, and gals as well. I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that you guys are checking on game day. Unfortunately, we have to do that now because some of these situations and some of these injuries are a game time decision. So if you have somebody that has a Q next to their name and they are questionable, whether they sat out practice one of the days this week, you know, definitely either if you have confidence in your bench, put in that bench guy that's healthy, or two, if you're going to leave in that top performer that is questionable, check game day or what time they play, and make sure you check before because that's what they want us to do, unfortunately, and that's what we are going to need to do, especially in the postseason. It may not affect you too much in the regular season, but in the postseason where it's like win or you're out, um, definitely check that. But yeah, we definitely won, and we're still in this game, so thankfully. Um, I don't think I took too much of a hit on this one, but there was a couple other leagues that simple fix rookie mistake was made and cost my team an opportunity to play for a championship. So I'm a little bummed about that, not gonna lie. But lesson learned, and as we drop more videos and get more comfortable managing 20 plus leagues, I'll be sure to make sure I up the ante and increase the attention to detail, especially in the postseason. But nonetheless, here we go. Rockstar squad here, number two seed. Looks like we're going to be taking on the number one seed in the playoffs. So one versus two, that'll be a great showdown. But happy about, definitely going to celebrate this win. First round of playoffs. Definitely weren't one and done, and we shall advance. Lamar Jackson with a huge game here, 31 points, fantasy football. If you guys watched that game against the Rams, wait, actually, this shouldn't be it. I mean, didn't he play against the Jags on Monday? So let's go back and see. Maybe this is old news. Current matchup. Wait a second. He played against the Jaguars. So why is it showing me? Didn't he play against the Jaguars? I'm not tripping, right? He didn't play against the Rams, did he? He played against the Jaguars. This must be a glitch because I got the same score. Hang on a second. Yeah, he got 18 against those guys. What's going on? My app not update? Let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. So it's just going off of. It's just giving me the last game right here, and then my current projection instead of giving it to me in my actual showdown. Maybe it's gotta be this one then. But that sucks because I played Teen Toms, but it's not gonna show it to me. That's weird. All right. Well. All right. This is why, honestly, guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is why you don't use the desktop version of this app. It's just like chaotic. I definitely recommend the phone app, but just for streaming purposes, it's just so much easier for you guys to follow along on the desktop. So I'll make it work. So yeah, solid game nonetheless. So just follow with me. So we played against Team Toms. First round of the playoffs, we won 151 to 119.46. This was the point spread that my team performed last week. So I'm gonna have to do a multitask here of the phone and the app. It's gonna be on the desktop. I don't know for you guys to understand. So he played. Yeah, Lamar went against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dropped 18, which was solid. Raheem Mostert dropped 18. James Cook with a huge game against the Cowboys dropped 36. Cooper Cup with 25. CeeDee Lamb with 18. Even in that loss, Ferguson had his 10 points, which is solid for my tight end. DeAndre Swift under 10. You know, not his best game. Wasn't too really excited about that, but it didn't really cost us anything. Jaden Reed though on the bench dropped 17. Chuba Hubbard with 12.3 definitely could have put him in. And then looks like Justin Jefferson might be back, folks. Projected to do 18, put up 15 for our team. So he might be back, and it might just be just at the right time, which will hopefully mean good news for us. I know Jordan Addison had a pretty good game, which we'll see in a couple other leagues as well. But that 1-2 punch, hopefully that helps the quarterback Joshua Dobbs, and ultimately helps our fantasy football team moving forward. Look at Matthew Stafford, even though he's on my bench, but look at that, putting up some numbers, and fighting for that number one, for that starting role. I think right now Lamar Jackson still gets that nod, but Matthew Stafford definitely keeping it close. So we'll move on in advance unless this league has like 2 rounds, which you can see if I click on it, it doubles the score, which is awkward. So some leagues do that, where they do like combined scores for those 2 weeks before they move on. But nonetheless, we definitely get the win there, and moving on to the next team. Game of football. One of my top teams right now, 181 points scored. Um, just really outstanding. Not much I can say here, but just exceptional football being played on this team, and has quite the solid amount of depth that you see here. Jordan Addison on my bench, 29 points. If I actually check on Sunday and put him in instead of Chris Olave, we're talking about 200 points score, which might be a new record um, in fantasy football. Definitely be a PR for sure. So just that one change, clearly didn't make a difference in this game. But if it was a closer game, that could be a difference depending on how the rest of my team scored. But thankfully, Brock Purdy with 25, Chris McCaffrey with 41, Joe Mixon with 15, Debo with 21, Sam 28, Ricard 21, Colts defense 15, great pickup on waivers, and Justin Tucker 12 points there, just solid all around. So super super stoked going into the postseason. Looks like a lot of guys are healthy, and if Chris Olave isn't, it's encouraging to see that Jordan Addison now with the return of Justin Jefferson, will get the looks as that number two option that we expect him to get. And hope he continues to get open, and Joshua Dobbs can continue to find him. So definitely a good pick there. And like I said, tune in definitely tomorrow, so we'll go over like who to pick, who to put in and whatnot. But definitely a great performance. I'm glad to see Sam Laporta back on track as well with 28. And then here we go. The upset begins right here, right now. The Avengers. Unfortunately, Chris Olave, this one did cost me. We lost by like 7 points. Very, very frustrating. It's one of those teams that definitely shouldn't have lost this game. But that's because I didn't check it. You know, on Sunday. Sunday. That's the Lord's Day, man. I'll be with my wife. Spending time with the family or going to church, watching a sermon. I got things to do, man. I had a busy Sunday, man. Can't be over here wake up in the morning checking fantasy football. But no excuses. It got missed. Change was not made. Could have put in. I couldn't even put in Ayuk. I still would have came short. No, I actually probably would have won. Or let me see. If I would have just put in Ayuk, what would that score have been? 81.98 plus 6.70. I would have won by 0.32. So I would have won if I was just put in Brandon Ayuk. So that's what I mean. I didn't want to go all San Francisco. Remember that? I wanted to keep it all balanced. And it cost me. It's unfortunate, but it happens. So it looks like they'll be out of the playoffs unless it's a double rounded, playoffs, which I doubt. But that is definitely a bummer. Um, that sucks. I was the number one seed here to lose to Kibbles and Vicks. Both teams scoring under 100. That's not even. That's not me out there. That's not our team. Bijan Robinson didn't help us at all either. Point 0.4 at the RB1 position. Travis Etienne under 10. So their lack of performance here. Zay Flowers 1.7. So a lot of points left on the bench here. Just a lot of missed opportunities um, by the team. So just leaving in Dave Montgomery at the flex, keeping in James Cook, who had come off a great week, would have just probably made the difference for my team. Didn't do it, and the Avengers are eliminated. So that puts us at 2-1 right there, out of three teams. But definitely gotta take that. Swallow my pride, take that on the chin. Learning lesson there. Um, coming as the number one seed, definitely take the playoff bracket. Definitely make those picks to set your team up for success. Don't second guess yourself, and have confidence that the players that you need to perform, that are healthy and that play consistent football, will be the team that you want to move forward with. Which I was literally going to do. Not make a lot of changes for the postseason. I literally told myself, let's not make a whole bunch of changes, but I did anyway. Um, I should have probably whoever performed well last week, keep those guys in for round one of the playoffs. I think I was maybe making too many changes, trying to like test the waters rather than like it's game time. Who do you know for a fact is going to show up and give you points, regardless of the matchup? And that's who I should have went with. But at the end of the day, that's a lesson for me to learn, and I'm glad I learned it um, in my first year ever doing 20 plus leagues in the inaugural season. So, but nonetheless, um, if you know, have my back, and puts our record back to 3-1. Let's get back on track for the win streak. Trevor Lawrence, 14 points. Let's see, back at quarterback. Jared Goff actually had himself a day, so we'll keep an eye on that. Christian McCaffrey, 41. James Cook, that time, did his thing. 36. Debo and DeAndre Hopkins did not with 4 points there. So we got Jordan Addison, who put up 29. So definitely we'll be keeping an eye on him, probably even putting him in to start next week. Jake Ferguson, ETN under 10, but this time it did not cost us. But I probably will be putting in Raheem Mostert for the consistency at the running back position. Alrighty, but 152, I'll take that W any day of the week. Moving on here. Good call, ref. This was another one that we lost, unfortunately, and lost pretty badly, it looks like, too. Um, yeah, 113 to 79. So look at this. Look at this. All under 10 performances. Once again, just a little bit too many changes made. Probably should have kept in Goff. That would have helped literally by a landslide. Um, and Trey McBride also on the bench. I could have trusted my gut here and put in Jake Browning, who I picked up on waivers. I did not. I put in Sam Howell and paid the price for it. Simple as that. I know he's not that good of a quarterback, playing some stiff competition. Not sure what I was thinking, but I rolled the dice and it did not pay off, which will happen, and it's part of life. Tony Pollard under 10. Kyron Williams, the only one who showed up for work on my team on Sunday with 24. Everybody else under 10 points except for the kicker. So that's not going to get you a win, and pay the price there for sure. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 15 going into our 16. You ain't no cowboy. I think we also lost here too. Yep, puts us at 3-3. Just look at this. Another one, an opportunity missed. Tyreek Hill not available. A Chain under 10. Ford under 10. Brandon Ayuk under 10. So, and then anybody on the bench, yeah, not really deep at the bench position. I put in Cortland Sutton. He doesn't, you know, help me win the game at all. Just some more window dressing. So yeah, we just didn't have enough going into the postseason. Um, with Tyreek Hill being out and just not a lot of depth on the bench to rely on. So that's just one of those teams trending down at the wrong time, and it showed in the postseason. So there we go. Roast them. I think we also lost this one too. No, we won. No, we lost. Okay, so 3-4 actually right now so far in the day. So it's another number one seed here. Gets taken out, 10-3. So once again, I gotta make sure I check the playoff bracket and make those proper changes. But Brees Hall didn't see that coming. 2.8. A-Chain under 10. Jerome Ford also under 10. But credit Brock Purdy. St. Brown back on track. Jaden Reed doing his thing. And Njoku had a huge day. Just didn't wasn't enough for the team win. I had Kenneth Walker on the bench. Not sure how he was going to do coming back from injury, finally getting cleared and getting the nod as a starter. But he showed out. He did his job. 20 points. And definitely could have made a difference um, in my backfield for sure. All right, so right now we're under 500 with 3-4 out of the first column. It's not really a good start, but hopefully we can get back on track. This is my palace, or this field is my palace. Helping us do that puts us at 500 for a great win here. Patrick Mahomes, solid. Tyreek Hill was out, but it still did not cost me the game, thankfully. And A-Chain under 10, but James Cook with 36. Evans with 15. I'm glad I kept him in. McBride with 20 points and Raheem Mostert with 18. Rams played solid with 7 points as well. Still some missed opportunities on the bench though, with Jordan Addison and Sam Laporta. But I'll take the end goal being a victory, and even Devin Singletary with a pretty solid game with 21. Definitely could have put H on the bench if I needed to. But back to 4-4. I'll take it. King of the Jungle. All right, that's a win. There we go. 5-4. Let's see if we can get a streak going now. 2-game streak. Russell Wilson got the nod. He puts up 17. Who did I bench? Jordan Love. All right, so he still outperformed him just enough. McCaffrey with 41. Ezekiel Elliott only had 9, so he had took a risk on him on waivers. And look at that, James Conner outperforms him. So thankfully, it didn't cost me the game. But definitely shows me that I should go with the veteran running back rather than the plug-in guy. Debo at 21, Zay Flowers 1.7, unfortunately. So we'll see how moving forward the Ravens will actually be able to utilize him. But if that's going to be the case, I'll just put Jordan Addison in, and then Evan Ingram with 6.8. So that lets me know that it's either him or Gerald Everett, who had 9.1. I'll probably still give the nod to Evan because of what he's performed in the past. See, Ravens Rams defense actually put up 7, and then Jake Moody put up 10 as well. So there's some things to take a look at. Chuba Hubbard still at 12.3. Definitely could keep him in if he's going to continue to put up 10 points solidly week over week, just to balance out my team and make sure I'm giving us an opportunity to win these games. Alrighty, star-studded with the W. Let's go 6-4. Here we go. That's looking better. 173 to 148, and that's a high scoring game because 148 beats a lot of teams in this league, but 173 is astonishing. How do we do it? Matthew Stafford got the nod, and over Russell Wilson, put up 18. Chris McCaffrey, Mr. Reliable, 41. James Cook, trust him off that big week. He put up even better numbers, 36. Amon St. Brown, 24. DeAndre Hopkins, unfortunately, put up 4.1. So that lets me know I could probably trust um, Jordan Addison now at that wide receiver 2 spot in my leagues. Or if in a deeper league, definitely put him as a starter. Evan Ingram with 6.8. And then we had David and Njoku with a huge night, 26.4. I think him and Joe Flacco have a serious connection there. So he's probably going to get the nod this upcoming week. And we have Debo Samuel with 21 points as well. And then coach defense with 15, so solid performance there. So I'm thinking my primarily will be Amon St. Brown, Debo Samuel at the wide receiver 2 spot, and then probably put in David Njoku at that tight end spot, and then either Singleton or Rasheed Rice um, at that flex position, or we could put Jordan Addison as well. So we'll take a look at that tomorrow, live on TV with you guys, and make sure we get those picks right. But yeah, incredible showing. Put us at 6-4 so far, total, and liking where we're at. Marvelous. Another win, 191 points. Are you serious? Super close to being at 200. Was there anybody else I could have put in? Yes. If I would kept in Jared Goff, which wouldn't have happened, 31. Jordan Addison here instead of Brandon Ayuk. So I missed putting in Brandon Ayuk instead of Olave, which would have won me the game. And then I missed putting Jordan Addison in a lot of my leagues, which, just kept me from maybe PR in a sense, some pretty big numbers. But yeah, 191, my goodness, I'll take that any day of the week. That's like an 80-point increase after from last week. Brock Purdy, 25. Chris McCaffrey, 41. James Cook, 36. Unfortunately, Ayuk only has 6 against the Seahawks. Excuse me, that was the Eagles. But who did they play? I forgot the 49ers played. Let's see who the 49ers played. Oh, they had a bye week? No. The 17th. They played the Cardinals. Right, right. Yeah, yeah. It was actually a pretty high, not high scoring game, but I think the Cardinals scored more points than fans thought they would on the San Francisco 49ers. But yeah, Rasheed Rice, 24 points. Laporta with 28. ETN under 10. I mean, honestly, I'll have to take a look see if Isaiah Pacheco will be back because some of these guys are going to get benched, man. Yeah, just can't have it. But 191, my goodness, that is incredible. Pretty much made all the right decisions here on offense except for wide receiver 2 and the flex, which is fixable and doable for the next week. Danger zone. Let's get it. Another win. Let's go. Moving on up. 119 to 74. Brock Purdy. Wow, backfield. Look at this Henry and A chain. That's horrible. That's horrible. Um, Debo Samuel though and Jaden Reed picked up the slack, so thank you guys for having my back. And Trey McBride with the tight end out of Arizona. That's phenomenal, 20.2. Adam Thielen, okay, from the flex position, put up 8.3. Um, yeah, that's pretty good. Not much depth on the bench right now, so probably we'll keep in Justin Tucker and we'll take a look and reevaluate the defense for the Falcons. But wonderful win. I'll take it. You shocked? Let's see. You shocked. Put up 194. So that's a new PR right there. 194 points led by Brock Purdy, Chris McCaffrey, James Cook, DK Cortland Sutton, Sam Laporta, Raheem Mostert, Chiefs defense, and Harrison Butker, the kicker. I mean, man, um, the only thing I could have done differently, the only person or team under 10 points was the Chiefs defense. And that's insane. That is insane. I mean, literally the entire team over 10 points except for the defense. That was at 9. Wow. That is that's crazy. 194. Yeah, that's wild. So 9-4 right now so far in this league, which I'm content with. No fly zone. Can you make it 10? Yes, sir. 116.94. There we go. 10-4. Let's go. It's like we that first page, like I said, made those minor mistakes so those no one sees. I don't know how I missed it, but I did anyway. And so hopefully I'm fighting for my middle of the pack first round of playoff qualifier teams to make it to the championship game and win it all. Let's see if they can keep on pushing through. Brock with 25. You see Bijan. You see A Chain. Just not getting it done. DK and Mike Evans, Trey McBride, and Cortland Sutton. They're getting the job done, thankfully. On my bench, even Jacoby Myers getting the job done. 15. Addison, Warren put up 11. So, yeah, we'll see. David Devon A Chain. Backup running back for him right now would be Jalen Warren, who's kind of up and down. So, and we'll see. We'll have to make those changes in stride. Okay. Take over. 116. Let's go. Let's make it 11-4. Let's go. Not the highest performing game at all, but credit Matthew Stafford and Chris McCaffrey for carrying my team. Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, and DeAndre Hopkins under 10 points with no, with 5 or less to be exact. That's an all-time low. We got Kenneth Walker back from injury, so yeah, some changes are gonna have to be made. And then let's see, Cortland Sutton with 12. So we can move him up into the RB2 or wide receiver 2 spot. So we'll definitely take a look at that in closer detail as the days move forward. Get things done. This is my wife's league. She also won, puts us at 12-4. I don't know, she's fighting for third place right now, but great win for her team, 132 points. Patrick Mahomes and James Conner, she put them in, gave her a good game. Pittman and Laporta and Rasheed Rice and the coach defense. Outstanding selections there to put her over the hump. And she also have Kenneth Walker that she can plug back into that starting lineup. And Devontae Smith pretty much keep an eye on based on performance to see, where a slot can fit for him too, because he had a pretty decent game. But then just didn't show up too much in the box score. We did it. All right, another win. Let's go. 13-4. That's what I'm talking about. 143.78. Fantastic. Who did we put in? Brock, Raheem, Chuba Hubbard. Gotta get him on. Garrett Wilson. Ooh, he's gotta go. Debo, Laporta, Cortland Sutton, and Jamar Chase had about 10. So I benched Jamar Chase. Still didn't give me ultimately that, 12, 15-point game that I was hoping for. But this is what I'm saying here. This is another one of those things that I took a risk, right? And a gamble. Putting in Garrett. Some of these guys, sometimes it pay off, sometimes it doesn't. But Mike Evans on the bench with 15, Jordan Addison on the bench with 29. Thought about giving Gus Edwards a nod, wasn't sure. So kind of even itself out. But moving forward, I think Garrett Wilson gonna have to sit the bench, and I'm probably gonna put in Mike Evans, and or we'll see, man. It's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be very interesting to see. But definitely a great win for my team, and we're moving on. Terminator, another win. Let's go, 14-4. It's like the losses of our history. Brock Purdy, James Cook, Devontae Adams, 24 points. Zay Flowers, Ingram underperforming. Rasheed Rice with 24 points. So shout out my four guys carrying the squad. Cook, Purdy, Adams, and Rice really carrying. And then Ezekiel Elliott. Okay, we kind of knew that. I feel like I just want to make this pick right now, right? Just make that trade right now. You know what I'm saying? Zay Flowers, Drake London, no. Put Rasheed Rice there. And then they're playing Cleveland. Just put Singletary there right now. I just want to make that one on live on camera for you guys to see. Sometimes you just gotta take a peek and see what they're talking about. Yeah, one time for the one time. Perfect. And the Niners defense are playing Baltimore on Monday Night Football. Oh no. Ooh, that's gonna be crazy. Alrighty. Sunday. It's a Monday night game? Oh, Christmas night? Yo. That's gonna be insane, dude. But hey, victory, baby. Playing this day. 14-4. Moving on. Snake Eyes. Got the dub. A buck 63. So 15-4 so far in these leagues. Oh my gosh. Once again, another high performing game. Matthew 18. James 36. Clyde Edwards. Oh, this is not my team, is it? What? I put in Clyde Edwards Elaire. I picked him up off of waivers and he puts up 20 points for me? Wow. That is insane. Yeah, Josh Jacobs had a bye week, and I wasn't going to put Zach Charbonnet in because Kenneth Walker got the nod. I put in Clyde, and look at him glide. Look at that, 20 points. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Clyde. Debo with 21, Pittman with 11. Isaiah Likely as well. Tight end Conklin just wasn't giving me the numbers that I've been looking for week over week. 7 points, 6 points. This week he puts a 5. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a chance with Isaiah Likely. I know Mark Andrews is out. And he puts up 18. Oh, man. When it rains, it pours. That's a blessing. Two guys who I had decent um, backups for, decent players for at the running back, right? Josh Jacobs, you think he franchise running back, household name, you know, inconsistent, on a bye week, go to waivers, find Clyde, puts up 20. Tight end, Conklin, I was like, it can't be the only option to have a tight end. Isaiah Likely, they talked about it last week, how he's a guy that want to get going more, showing some good things in practice. Mark Andrews is still out. We put him in against, Jacksonville, and he has a monster game, 18 points. That is fantastic. Super excited that we got the win, and in that fashion, look at that high scoring game, 147 to 163, and we come out on top thanks to these two guys on waivers, Likely and Clyde. And I didn't, put in George Pickens. I put in Deontay Johnson, and he puts a 16. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Houston, I'm a problem, and we get the job done. 16-4. It's like those 4 losses in pass. Dak Prescott, 0606. Yikes. I don't have a backup for him. We might have to start considering one now. Chris McCaffrey, 40. A-Chain under 10, but CeeDee Lamb found him for 18. Ayuk under 10. Pitts under 10. Puka Nakua with 10. And the Falcons defense with 8. Jake Moody with 10. Who did I put on the bench? Amari Cooper. Okay, he had a big game with Joe Flacco. T. Higgins, is he really? Is T. Higgins really back like that? Giving me a game? He showed up like that? 4 catches, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns against Minnesota? Will he show up like that again for Jake Browning against the Pittsburgh Steelers? He might. That's why we picked him up, right? He might. It's gonna be an interesting decision to see. I got CeeDee Lamb, solid week. Ayuk, not as much. Going against Baltimore, they're tough. Puka Nakua, still a little banged up, puts up 10. Going against New Orleans, that might be an opportunity. But I like T. Higgins, I like Amari, and they're both trending up right now. Amari Cooper's going up against Houston, pretty banged up. So I think T. Higgins, honestly, the way I see it, the way I see it right now, as of today, is something like that. Yeah. Aaron Jones, he put up 10 points. So if he's back and he's playing against Carolina's defense, he might be able to give me some numbers there. Puka Nakua, they're playing against New Orleans. Defense is pretty solid. It's a Thursday night game as well. So that's coming on a short week. I might have to go with Amari Cooper playing on a Sunday against Houston. I'm not trusting Russell Wilson against New England's defense. That's a tough matchup for him. So I'm gonna go with Amari Cooper there. Just gonna make those changes now since they just seem to be the most consistent. Yeah, it's gonna be a game. Physical games like that favor Debo Samuel. David Devon A. Chain, no, because he can put up numbers for me. Puka Nakua on a short week, not really a fan of Thursday night football. Cortland Sutton against New England will be tough. So I think it's my best opportunity for my team to win right here. Dak Prescott playing Miami. I can check and see who's available. I won't be able to pick anybody up yet because waivers start tomorrow. Jared Goff against Minnesota defense might not be a bad idea. Jake Browning against Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Do I finally give Jake Browning the nod to lead my team? We'll see. We'll definitely see. I think he has a pretty good opportunity with Dak Prescott going up against Miami. We'll see. We'll see. It's possible, but we'll see if he's able to bounce back. If I can find a defense to put us over 130, maybe I'll keep him in there. But great to be at 16-4. I love to see it. Alrighty. Commodore is over. Oh, this one was one we lost as well, I think. Yeah, look at how close this one was, guys. 100.68 to 102.36. That puts us 16-5, and the streak ends at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games in a row. So after here, after right about you ain't no cowboy, 12 teams in a row just won, got dubbed. So shout out to that. Shout out to my squads for that. Let's get a round of applause. 12-0 streak. That is fantastic. Definitely something to be proud of for sure. All right, so we lost this game, and look at the points on the bench. Oh man, this one hurts. Oh, that hurts badly. Oh, that hurts really bad. Bijan, Derek didn't even combine for 6 points. Literally could have kept in James Cook and the reliable Raheem Mostert and would have took this game easily. Oh, that's a bummer. That is a bummer, bro. Wow. Yo, Bijan about to earn his ticket to the bench, bro. That's another league he cost me in, dude. Point 4, just like his down weeks just come at the worst time. The worst time, man. Couldn't even give me a whole point. Are you serious? What a joke. But It's part of life. Let's play a game. Got the dub. Puts us at 17-5. All right. Purdy with 25. Yeah, this is another one. Tyreek Hill was out. Did not matter. Still got the dub. Jaden Reed, good pick there at 17 points. Jason Sanders with 12. Fantastic. Debo 21. These guys really pick up the slack. Connor, he got the nod that time. 17 points. He had not much depth in this league. So, that's the end result. Close game. And I have Jaden Reed at receiver. So what I'll do here is move him. I don't know if Tyreek Hill is back or not. He might be back, but still questionable. I'll have to check that game time. Put Pacheco back in here. Yep. Humans got the dub. Definitely consolation, but I'll take the victory. 741. Yes, sir. Brock Purdy 270. Kyron Williams. Yeah, not a spectacular game, but a solid one nonetheless. Yeah, Kean Mitchell did his thing off the bench. I saw that. Trying to fight for a role in that starting lineup. Got some decent guys in there right now. We'll see. But he's actually out due to injury, so he's done. IR. Manage IR. Activate. Okay, drop him. I mean, it's the end of the season. He ain't coming back. Yeah, he's injured. Drop him. Should be able to pick him up on waivers if I need to. So Justin Jefferson is back, eh? So let's get it popping. Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, and CeeDee Lamb. AJ Brown has 61 points for me. He's going against the Giants. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Jaden Reed's going against Carolina. Interesting. We'll see what happens there. Okay, can you keep up? Last but not least, so that put us 18-5 on that one, and this will put us 19-5. So another solid week in 24 leagues. 19-5 record. I'll take it. Purdy, Jaden Reed, Raheem Mostert, and we got some guys that do not want to perform for us. So Addison, Ayuk's playing Baltimore. Addison's playing Detroit. I'm gonna go with Addison instead of Ayuk. Jalen Warren's playing Cincinnati, and Henry's got Seattle. I'll have to come back to that for now. But yeah, that's it, fellas and ladies. That's all I got for y'all today. So I want to see you make some quick picks, changes. All right, let's go a quick peek and see who's in and who's out. Let's click on schedule, playoff bracket. All right. So, you sure about this? One. So we're at 19-5 total. So we do advance and eliminated. Let's see how many teams advanced and eliminated. So we got A and then E. So one team advanced there. Well, actually, it just told me 19 teams advanced. 5 are eliminated. I'll take it. Just answer my own question. Alrighty. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to Is Moolah TV. These are the players. These are the picks. Might want to make a couple of difference. I mean, right now, since I got Swift, and I might as well put Jefferson in since he's available. Just do some quick roster changes. Falcons defense. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't pick up anybody on waivers, so I'll still be making these changes live tomorrow, so we can pick up guys on waivers and defenses on waivers too if we need to. So thank you again for choosing Is Moolah TV on Twitch. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel at Is Moolah TV _TV YT. We in the building, y'all. It's 2023, week 15 in the books. Recap on the way. Here it is. Preparation on the way. Getting dubs every day. 19-5 this week. Another solid week of performances for my 24 leagues. And let's hope and pray we keeps it going. Stay tuned in for more videos coming to you soon. We live and we lit. Peace.